right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at Owensville Dutch Girl Field. We're going to be having our soccer matchup tonight, but tonight is also going to be the girls' senior night. So senior night should be starting up here at some point. We're going to have a few cams for you guys, assuming I can get some help on the cams. For right now, though, it looks like the girls are meeting there at the middle of the field, as you can see on camera right now. As far as seniors on this team, I know that we have 2 seniors here from Owensville and 2 that are foreign exchange students this year. So our 2 from Owensville are going to be Katie Lloyd and Lily Reed. And then our 2 foreign exchange students who will be participating in their only year of getting to play soccer here are Tone Chira and Marta Latorre. So very excited to celebrate them tonight. And soon as the senior night ceremonies start, you will see us go to that. But for now that we're live, I am going to go ahead and double check on my end if things working, and then also play a commercial here for you all as I am checking stuff on my end. So in the meantime, enjoy this video.
Yes, not pixelated whatsoever. Oh,
this is the 400-meter race, or 4x1. This is the 400-meter race from last week, a couple weeks ago. Looks like Eileen is currently in the lead.
Yeah, Eileen's in the lead. Now, see, in the 400, they have to stay in their lanes all the way around.
Right. So the people who are in the outside lane are actually probably a little bit further ahead than it looks right now.
Well,
or the inside lane.
Inside lane. The inside lane helps for sure.
Looks like Bryn is closing the gap, but I guess once they get to the straight stretch, then it's a foot race.
It's all even after that, and I think Eileen might take old Bryn on this.
We got a South Callaway girl here who looks like she's digging deep.
Where'd she come from? She's on the outside.
Oh, she's pushing. Eileen's going to have to hold her off. Looks like South Callaway got Bryn.
Yep, I'm wrong.
Eileen just got her. Bryn in third. It looks like Abby Gibson's going to finish in 4th.
Nice job, girls.
400 run. I'm excited to see those times come up here.
1, 3, and 4.
That's a bushel of points.
Yes. I'm curious to see.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. That was the 400-meter win from Eileen Limberg from when the track team hosted their Owensville Open. And I believe the girls and boys both won that meet. So a lot happening on campus today. Just across the street, the Owensville Dutchman baseball teams playing Fulton, Class 5 school. I think they're ranked like top 5 in the Class 5 as well, so that's pretty exciting. And then over here, we obviously have a soccer game. You're going to see some track people practicing in the background.
Your way to the track. Parents, please line up in front of the home dugout. Seniors, please line up in front of the visitors dugout.
All right, here in just a moment, we're going to have the announcement of the senior night. So I will actually get off the mic during that time so you guys can see the seniors get announced and all that fun stuff. I'll take the stuff off the board right now as far as the scoreboard. So we like to edit our stuff up in TV Studio. So I'll make sure this is not on there for when we go back to edit it. Take the scoreboard off here. We'll go just to all right. I'm solo right now. I don't have anybody up here helping me, so you'll have to bear with me here. But I should have some help coming along the way. I think a few soccer girls are going to come up and help once things get underway. We will see. All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump off mic so you guys can hear the sounds from the PA speaker.
Tonight we'll be honoring our Dutch Girls Soccer seniors. Our first senior is Tone Chira, and she is the daughter of Amy and John Estes of Rosebud. Tone plans to go to law school. Her favorite memory is being able to play with Ella and always being each other's warm-up partner, making it so much fun. Our second senior, Marta Latorre, is the daughter of Stacy and Devin Johnson from Owensville. Marta plans to move to Madrid to attend the University School of Arts and Entertainment for 2 years and try to get a scholarship for the Vancouver Film School in the last 2 years of the degree. Her favorite memory is having fun at every game and cheering for the team. Katie Lloyd is the daughter of Barb and Brian Lloyd of Owensville. Katie plans to go to Merrill Cosmetology School in Jefferson City. Her favorite memory was being able to start her high school soccer career with her older sister on the team and having her mom as their coach. Lily Reed is the daughter of John and Laura Reed of Owensville. Lily plans to go to Kaskaskia College to get her associate's degree. After that, she plans on getting her bachelor's degree in English and work in book publishing. Her favorite memory is playing every game her freshman year with her sister Leah. Thank you to our senior Dutch girls.
All right, and there you have it. That does it for our senior night ceremony. We got 4 of them out there. Congratulations to the seniors. And pretty soon we're going to have our first soccer match that's ever been done on TV studio broadcast. So we had one scheduled for last year, but it got rained out. And then we do have one more later in May. But tonight will be the first ever. So I'm going to be 100% honest with everyone. I don't like to keep secrets when it comes to my knowledge of a sport, and soccer is one of them that I don't know as much about. However, I'm excited to take in the game today and call it how I see it. So if you know anything about soccer and you notice I say something incorrectly, feel free to let me know. Jump in the chat, say hi. All you have to do to be able to chat is be able to subscribe to the OHS TV Studio YouTube channel. So if you pop into the chat, would love to hear from you because, like I said, I am not an expert on this sport. It would not claim to be. So, to the 6 people that are viewing right now, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and go to a commercial as I am waiting for things to get started here. And we're going to go to a little bit of a longer commercial. I'll pop back in as soon as this is up and going for the game.
Custom Printing Company was founded in St. Louis, Missouri in 1962. The company has developed an ever-expanding workforce of over 500 employees.
The success of Custom Printing Company is made possible by a dedicated workforce, along with continually updated modern equipment.
Hi, I'm Jaden Zelch.
And I'm Lily Reed. Our third partner, Maddox Parker, will be conducting an interview later on.
For the latest Generation Film Contest, we decided to spotlight a multi-generational business in our hometown, Owensville, Missouri.
Lakeside Book Company, formerly known as Custom Printing, has been around in our community for many generations and has truly influenced our community.
In this submission, you will see videos from inside Lakeside Book Company, as well as interviews and older footage from Custom Printing Co. and our community.
Let's throw it way back and look at some footage from before we were born.
Our pre-press department has the ability to work with customer-supplied film or camera-ready copy. Custom Printing has the capability to produce as many as 8,000 page negatives per day. Once film is processed, the next step is the film assembly area. Here, page negatives are assembled in many different impositions by skilled strippers. Once all the negatives are accurately placed, Painstaking attention is paid to each and every page to make sure that each and every detail is perfect. Quality checks and proofing procedures are implemented to assure accuracy of the project before being plated and sent to the press room.
Technology has definitely increased the speed in which we can do all those things. It's taking the old film days and converting that to digital, direct to plate, has taken a lot of time out of the process. And getting into the press room, just a lot of technology improvements with controls and sensors that are computerized, helping us manage our color and registration on our equipment.
We're here in the lobby of Lakeside Book Company.
During our time here, our partner Maddox sat down for an interview with the manager, Matt Dosey.
I'm Maddox Parker. I'm here with
Matt Dosey, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Quite well, thank you.
Good. So can you tell us a little bit about your role here at Lakeside Book Company and how long you've been here?
Sure. My role is working with the customer service team, the logistics team, and also the quality team to make sure we're delivering a quality product to our customers. And I've been with the company 34 years.
How many people does Lakeside Book Company employ?
It fluctuates slightly, but around 440.
What does Lakeside Book Company specialize in?
Primarily, we're an educational book printer. We do a lot of work with some of the large educational customers, and then we also do some commercial work as well, and some government contracts.
What does the printing process entail?
So we start out with our customers who have a book they want to publish. They send us a file. We approve that file for printing standards, and then we go ahead and run sheet-fed components for the cover. We run web components for the text, and then we bind and ship out the product. So fairly simplistic, but a lot of steps in between.
Welcome to Dutchman Field. At this time, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Welcome once again to Senior Night for our Owensville Dutch Girls. Before we meet them, let's meet our Eugene Eagles. In goal, we have Zoe Customers. Sorry, Zoe. And we have Shay Mason, 13. Sorry, they're not in order. I'm going to be all off with you girls. Please know don't take disrespect. Ava Bax, number 25. Elise Chapman, number 2. Olivia Kipker, number 11. Alexi Burkett, number 12. Siri Happy, number 6. Macy Evers, 15. Lydia Hale, 14. Elise Jones, 16. And Claire Wilbers, number 18. Now, how about for our Owensville Dutch Girls? In goal, number 21, Riley Groovy. Number 1, Senior Lily Reed. Number 2, Ella Atkinson. Number 3, Avery Goodman. Number 4, Senior Katie Lloyd. Number 7, Senior Tony Keurig. Number 11, Senior Marta Latore. Number 13, Holly Adams. Number 17, Haley Bowen. Number 20, Addison Shear. 22, Cheyenne Nixon. Have a great game, girls. Play good, play smart.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like my help on cameras is about to show up, so I will be back momentarily. We will have soccer here in just a moment. What's up? Are you helping out on cams? Yeah. Okay. What am I supposed to do? So I'll show you. If you want to come out this way, if you just want to stand on this side, this right here loosens the up and down, right? Loosens the side to side. And this right up here, and this here is your zoom. Get over here, I'll get on the other side. It's pretty easy. If you have any questions, just holler at me in there. No, you can look at the screen. But right here, you can kind of follow the action. Put your hand right here. That zooms you. That zooms you. This will zoom you in and put you forward. That zooms you out. And then if you have to move really fast, this one right here, you're fast. Just follow the key. Probably like right there is probably good. That's the other one. I'll just keep it right there. Does that sound good? Yeah. Just stay with the ball? Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back, and we are currently underway. I'll get the scoreboard updated here for you in just a second. It looks like we played two 40-minute halves, and the clock is ticking away already. So let me get that on here. We're going to go to countdown mode and take this up to... Soccer is an interesting game for me because, like I said, I don't know a whole ton about it. I never really played soccer, but I do believe the clock runs all the time. Looks like Lily Reed had a little bit of stop there, a little bit of a collision there at midfield. And you go get a roster here in just a second, actually. I think get a roster here in just a moment. Looks like Katie Lloyd, number 4, has the ball right now. They're in the defensive zone. That one's gonna be kicked way out of bounds, over the fencing even. Oh my goodness! I will. We have a stoppage and play again here in a moment. It looks like they are out on Nursing Home Road. There's a field there they do controlled fires on. You can see it kind of burning in the background. A little off in the distance. I got a camera in here. I'll see if I can show you guys what I'm seeing here. It's a beautiful day out here. You couldn't ask for better weather for senior night for these soccer girls. Weather is quite perfect, actually. Let's see. Actually, I cannot take the camera over there because the wall's in the way in here. All right, Dutch girls advance the ball up the field. Crossing the 50-yard line is Lily Reed, one of the seniors mentioned here tonight. She passes it over to number 22. Sounds like Riley potentially. She's got the ball deep in the zone. She's gonna have to reset here though. Uh-oh. Hey, Peyton. I think the HDMI cable that's plugged into the front might have come on. Oh, never mind. It's back. It's good. Yep. Got Peyton Boostenhart right now helping us on camera. She's the one operating the camera that you see right now. Inbound there looks like to Tone Chiro, one of the seniors from Kosovo here. She is a foreign exchange student. We're excited to have her. That looks like it's a shot on goal. It's going to be saved by the... So I'll have to go down there and fix that cable in just a moment. Eagles are able to clear it back to the defensive zone for the Dutch girls. Ella works it back up. Uh-oh, Lily's got a chance here. We got a goal! Peyton, that HDMI cable, it's going to make it 1-0 for these Dutch girls. There's a cable plugged into the one that's plugged into the frontmost. Could you just push that in a little bit more, make sure it's not coming out, because it wants to keep coming out. You might need a little more slack here. There you go. Yeah. I'll let you know if it comes out again. All right, so a goal at about the 36:02 mark. I'll have to change the clock here as they stop the clock for goals. So we have just gotten under 35. All right. Lily Reed, senior here at OHS, she's actually the one who had been messaging. She sent me an email over the weekend trying to see if we could get this game live broadcasted because it was senior night. Luckily, it worked out with my schedule, so we were able to make this work and couldn't have asked for a more beautiful day. That is for sure. The weather is perfect. So after that goal 5 minutes into the game, Dutch girls are set up. I heard some of the girls talking about this game in class. It was actually Ella Adkisson. She was talking about how obviously the kids, they like to get on Misha and they like to see what their opponents have done this year. And she said it was a little bit confusing coming into this one because the Dutch girls had played Fatima early in the season and they had mercy ruled Fatima. And that was on March 21st. It was actually their first game of the season. They won 8-0. And the Dutch girls have 2 wins this season coming into this game, one against Fatima and one against California. Both were 8-0 mercy rules. And then the Eugene is coming to this game with 7 wins, and they had beaten Fatima as well, I believe, based on what... That's not true. They had not beaten Fatima. They haven't played Fatima. So I think Ella might have been mixed up when she was telling me this in class today. All right, ball's inbounded. Ella Atkinson is a junior here at OHS, and she's out on the field right now as well. Eagles work it up. Able to get around Annalise there, but it is quickly stolen by Dutch girls. Riley is working it up the field. She sees Lily. Oh, we lost it again there, Peyton. I think when you're going that way, it's what's losing it. You need more slack? I think so. Yeah, feel free to pull more there. Is it on right now? It's on right now, yeah. You can see them working on a pole vault there in the background of the game. You can see the track team working as well. We did a few track meets the last couple weeks. Lots of students involved in sports here in the spring at OHS between track, baseball, golf. We've got a few baseball games left to do. I think we've got 2 or 3. As that cable is really giving us some fits here. I might have to change the cable if that keeps happening. Ball looks like it's going to get out of bounds out on the Dutch girls, so the Eagles will be throwing that back in. And yeah, I'm gonna change that cable real quick. I will be right back. Don't make fun of my lack of knowledge about the soccer. I won't. All right, we will see if that HDMI cable does a little bit better because that was not good. It was cutting out every time we got into the offensive zone. We don't want that to happen because when the Dutch girls score, I want you guys to be able to see it. To the 7 people that are with us right now, again, if you know anything about soccer, you have any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to let me know in the chat. My name is Tyler Ehring, and I am the TV studio teacher here at the high school. And my knowledge on soccer is quite limited, as the Eagles have a little bit of a breakaway here, it looks like. Going to be a chance for the Dutch girl goalie here to maybe have to make a play. She gets a good block there. Good save by the Dutch girl goalie. I'm going to go see if I can get a roster real quick. All right, and the girl and goalie for these Dutch girls is freshman Riley Gruby. She had that clutch save there just a moment ago to keep this game in favor of the Dutch girls. You know, I never played soccer before, but I have to imagine as Riley, gets right over her head, that's going to be a goal for the Eagles to tie things up here. I have to imagine being goalie is a bit stressful. Got a lot of pressure on your back there. Congrats to the Eagles. Getting on the board here, evening things up here in the early going. We got 30 minutes and 9 seconds left as the Eagles do cartwheels, I guess, after they score. I'm going to learn some things about soccer today. Undoubtedly, because I don't know anything about soccer. It looks like Lily Reed is there at midfield, starting things off here, kicks it back to her teammate. Works it up the field. Dutch girl defense is going to want to get this out of this area as the Eagles try to get a little bit of room there to get a shot off. Cut off there by Dutch girls. Oh, good kick there, good poke away as they work it way up the field. Now we got a foot race. The goalie's going to come out and get a kick on that for these Eagles. It's going to go out of bounds, so the Dutch girls are going to have an opportunity to throw the ball in here on deep in the offensive zone for them. Deep in Eagle territory, I guess I would say if I was calling a football game. Oh, geez, I just got a wasp fly in here to me. That's not good. I've never been stung on live broadcast, but my gosh, it's close here. I'm going to have to pop off the mic for just a second. Right. Well, that was a scary situation. I still got a wasp in here, and it is flying right next to me. My God. I thought it was away. Get back on, and here I am, sounding like a crazy person on a broadcast. The windows in the press box are open right now, because if not, it's like an oven in here. So warm out, which is beautiful. But that means that the wasps can make their way in, and they have done so. All right, the Dutch girls at midfield trying to work it back into the offensive territory. Big kick there from number 2, which is Ella Atkinson for these Dutch girls. Number 22, we've seen her a lot. That's Cheyenne Nixon. think I was calling her Riley earlier, so I apologize for that. She's been working on that wing, doing a great job. Annalise Dreyer, number 15, comes in. My gosh, this darn Wasp does not want to get out of here. All right. All right, Lily Reed works it up to Cheyenne, who's able to use some nifty footwork there to get around her defender. They work it to the corner. Cheyenne's able to stop it, but it does go out of play. So this will be a, I think they call it, Peyton, is this called a corner kick?
This is a goal kick.
Goal kick. Goal kick. Is corner kick when it's an offensive player?
Yeah.
Okay. So a goal kick here from the goalie, as it was out on Dutch girl Cheyenne Nixon, as the Eagles try to work it back across midfield. Addie Shear sends it back into Eagle territory. So back on defense right now, it looks like we've got Addie Shear, number 17, Haley Boland. The Dutch girls are working their way up. Working past midfield here. Looks like Katie Lloyd gets a good block there. She's going to stop it and try to send that down the field and keeps it inbounds. Nice kick. Had the right angle on it with the foot. It's going to be gobbled up there by the goalie. Goalie's going to go for the drop kick. Get some good distance on that. Man, the ball really bounces on the turf. As Haley Boland kicks it out of bounds, but into Eagle territory. They inbound it. Immediately kicked right back at Cheyenne Nixon. Addie Shear working with it. Unfortunately, the Eagles were able to get around their defender, and they're going to have a breakaway here. Katie Lloyd tries to cut her off and does a great job. Some good senior leadership there from number 4, Katie Lloyd, preventing the Eagles forward from getting a clear shot on goal. And the Dutch girls able to prevent a potential goal there. And I've got an opportunity here on this Wasp. I think I'm going to try to take it out. I'm either going to get it or take it off and get stung. Let's see what I can do here. It's like right on the edge. If you guys could see me, I look ridiculous right now. Be snagged there by freshman Riley Gruby, Dutch girl goaltender. She gives it a good drop kick. It's going to get a bounce off of, I think, Holly Adams, maybe foot there. Yeah, number 13, Holly Adams, who is also a freshman here at OHS. I've heard her name mentioned a lot when it comes to goal scoring for these Dutch girls. They work it up to Lily Reed. She gets a kick, a header from the Eagles. Doesn't go the Eagles' way. Lily's staying with it. It's going to be kicked out of bounds by the Eagles. Luke Reed, he is running, fetching balls that go out of bounds, and he tosses it up to his sister, Lily Reed. Luke and Lily are twins, seniors here at OHS. Cool to see Luke out supporting family member. It's always good. Lily gets the inbound here, tries to find Holly, sneaks it through, got some traffic out front. Tone's looking at the goal. I'm going to steal this real quick. There we go. Perfect. All right. Oh my gosh, the Wasp has left the building. I am safe. All right, we're good to go. unless he comes back. All right, Dutch Girls are still in the offensive zone here, deep in Eagle territory. I do have a camera in here with me, so I will try to give you some zoom-in shots from time to time. It'll be saved there by Eagle goaltender. Uh-oh. Katie Lloyd working good defense there again on the Eagles. She does a good job just to see that that ball gets kicked out of bounds. See a big kick here from Katie Lloyd as she sends it back. All right. Tone. Ball was kicked past Tone as they're trying to work it back in across midfield here. Dutch Girls do get it across midfield. Lily gets a good foot on it. See, the goalkeeper here has got the ball. She gets that thing kicked off. It's going to head out of bounds. And be inbounded here. See a battle down here. Dutch Girls, we're back into the defensive zone. Riley Gruby with the drop kick. He's going to send that thing bouncing to midfield here. Up to Lily Reed. Lily's got one defender in front of her to beat, and she makes a great move. She makes a kick that's going to be just off the mark. Good effort there by senior Lily Reed. I feel like we're calling her name a lot here as a forward for these Dutch Girls. She is the lone goal scorer so far early on in this game, in the early going. All right, looks like Lily has a corner kick. Great kick, and it's going to be snagged up by the goalie there. It was pretty much on goal, though. I don't know what else you could really ask for from a corner kick other than a goal itself. Addison Shears making a move here at midfield. We got looks like we're going to have a card here potentially for a trip, an accidental trip. We'll see what the call here is from the official. I guess it is just Eagle ball. So Eagle ball from that spot. It looks like on the clock we are pretty much spot on here. About 18 minutes and 45 seconds left here in this first half as Lloyd kicks the ball out of bounds deep in Dutch Girl territory. Not really sure how subs in high school soccer work. Looks like there's going to be an inbound here. Good block there from Dutch Girls at midfield. Oh, we got a ball on goal just off the mark. Oh, my goodness. That was almost a 2-1 game from the Eagles right there as that one just misses. Riley did a good job of tracking it to that corner and thankfully keep the Eagles off the board. That one's going to be an easy save there for Riley as she snags that one up. She looks like she's coming out to drop kick it. Got a Dutch girl there tying her shoes. All right. Riley sends that one up high to about the 40-yard line. Here comes a big kick from Addie Shear. That's going to get it trickling down into Eagle territory as Eagles are going to mess around and almost kicked out of bounds. Good block there by number 2 junior Ella Atkinson. The goalie's deep out of the goal, but the Dutch girls weren't able to corral it. Holly Adams bounces one off the dome there and accidentally goes out of bounds. It's going to be inbound. Holly retreats on defense. Annalise Dreyer is in the mix there as it bounces off Tony Kachira's head. Looks like we've got Avery Goodman out there as well now. Number 3. The ball's pinballing off people right now at center field. There's a big kick from an Eagle defender. It's going to send the ball out of bounds at about the 20-yard line on the football field, soccer field. Katie Lloyd looks to inbound here. You can see her. Gets that ball right along the sideline. Big kick from Katie. He's going to send it back out of bounds. All right. It's going to be up to Riley here. Can she make a save? Looks like Eagle forward just got a little too deep in the zone, was unable to pull the trigger on the shot. Would have been a tough angle for a shot, hard angle. But a good attempt nonetheless. Let's see the Dutch girls here set up for... Oh, no, the Dutch girls were the ones that kicked out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick there. And Riley Groovy's able to snag that one up, thankfully. She had a crowd around her. And she kicks it about to that 42-yard line, which has been a pretty consistent spot for her as Ella is now working hard. That one looks like it's going to go out of bounds on... No, they were able to keep it inbounds. Props to the Eagle defender there. Working hard to keep that inbounded. You see head coach there, Kim McGee. She is chatting with Addie Shear, a junior here, as she's about to inbound it. I think that's Annalise Dreyer coming off the field for a breather. Addie Shear, I'm not sure what the call is. Peyton, do you have to have both feet planted on the ground when you throw it? Yeah. Okay, so the call was when she released the ball, one of her feet were off the ground. So again, ladies and gentlemen that are tuned in right now, I apologize. I am not the expert on soccer, as I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, but I am here to learn. Pick up pretty quick. Number 23, I'm thinking is Gracie Brown. She checked into the game just a little bit ago. She's on the field now. And got a good battle there from Dutch girl number 1, Lily Reed, now in the defensive zone, able to keep that ball away from the goalie. So we've seen Lily Reed working the far ends of both sides of the field so far here. Looks like Lily Reed is going to get the kick down here on the Dutch girl defensive side of the field. Lily Reed is committed to go play collegiate soccer out in Illinois after she graduates this year. Ball's kicked out of bounds again by the Lady Eagles, and it looks like, again, it will be Lily Reed sending this one down the field for the Dutch girls. That one is going to get sent to about the 40 as well. Lily comes up trying to get a big kick on it, and she does. She's going to get it back to midfield here and then hit out of bounds by an Eagle player who was unable to get that one under control. Looks like freshman Holly Adams is going to be the one to inbound it here for the Dutch girls. So Dutch girls able to get out of their own into the field. Tries to get Ella Ackes in there, but unable to corral that one. Addie Shear is inbounding here. I'll be watching. That makes sense. So that time, both feet on the ground. I'll be watching that now as people inbound the ball because now I know. Big boot there by Lily Reed. Going to be way downfield, probably about the 20-yard line, I guess. We'll be seeing the Eagles work to inbound it here. In the background, I see a track handoff. A little bit of practice there. As really, I guess all sports teams are always making their march towards districts. District track will be hosted here in Owensville, so if you're interested in coming out to support all the local track runners, you'll be able to do that in May, as it'll be the last track meet that you'll be able to catch in Owensville. Addie Shear comes up and meets that ball. Booted around here around midfield as the Dutch girls try to get this thing under control. Senior number 1, Lily Reed, got a foot on that one, and my Wasp friend is back. For those that are just tuning in, I've been battling a wasp here in the press box with me, and it has come back for more. So if I seem a little bit erratic in what I'm saying, the reason why is because of that wasp that just came in here. You can't see it anymore, but I'll do the best I can to call. But I also do not want to get stung, so that might make for some funny audio commentary if I do get stung. All right, ball is worked up her back to Lily Reed, who is, she started the game as a forward and got that first goal for these Dutch girls, but since then, it seems like she's playing more in the backfield. Also looks like right now, other senior Katie Lloyd might be off the field right now, and maybe that is why Lily retreated. It looks like Katie is standing at that midfield line, though, to come back into the game, so maybe once Katie enters again, we'll see Lily go to the other end of the field. I'm not really sure. Also looks like number 31 for the Dutch girls, which is not on my roster here. Looks to be checking in soon. Reed steps in to intercept that one. And then we have a trip at midfield. It looks like Lily is okay. She gets up. I have to imagine that wiping out on the turf like that has to burn a little bit. That cannot feel good. As we see Riley Gruby, she inbounds it, and Gracie Brown tried to stop it there using her chest and was unable to get that ball to lay flat. Addie Shear, or no, that's Lily Reed, gets a good kick to send that back into Eagle territory, and it's cut off there by the Eagles and kicked out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. So we'll see an inbound from the Dutch girls on the Eagles side of the field. As the clock winds down, we got about 8 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock here. And then I think I'm going to go get a hamburger from the concession stand. And yes, that is exactly what I was just thinking might happen. It looks like once Katie Lloyd re-entered the game, Lily Reed moved back to that forward position. So Lily Reed is in the forward position with Katie Lloyd the back end of the field as that ball gets between Haley Bolin. And the Eagles take back control of it, and they work it down. And now we're going to see another shot attempt here from number 6 potentially, but that one is going to be stopped by Dutch girl goalkeeper Riley Gruby. We've got a great game here in this first half. Still tied up 1-1. Lily Reed getting on the board first for these Dutch girls, as mentioned before. It's where the one Dutch girl goal comes from, and that ball is going to be kept in bounds there by number 31 for the Dutch girls, who's not on my roster. Katie Lloyd is trying to chase that one down. She cuts it off, kicks it out of bounds at about the 25. All right. Great job by Riley Gruby coming out of the goal there to come snag that ball. Played that one pretty well, as that one's going to be stopped by Lily Reed. She gets the ball under control, works around her defender. She's going to try to get it deeper into the territory, but she's got 3 girls on her. She's staying with it here. Holly Adams tried to come up and make a play on that ball. Ball hits number 16, Yulissa Yoder. Just beyond the visitor bleachers there, I just saw a javelin flying through the air, so they must be practicing javelin somewhere back there behind the bleachers. All right, ball is inbounded here by the Eagles. Katie Lloyd steps up and gets a poke on that thing. Sends it back to midfield. Eagles have control. Addie Shear steps up. Ball is hit with the head by the Eagles to send it back to the 40. Uh-oh. Eagles are going to have a scoring opportunity here. It's going to take a stop from Riley Gruby as the ball is kicked out of bounds, actually. So we will see the Dutch girls get a goal kick. Believe is the correct terminology, as Peyton has helped me understand the game here. But Katie Lloyd there, senior at OHS, is going to be the one delivering the goal kick. She works it up to number 2, Ella Atkinson, and it is going to head out of bounds. So, after that goal kick, looks like the Eagles are inbounding it somewhere around the 35-yard line. So far in this one, it seems like both teams are, fairly evenly matched here. From a viewer's perspective, you can't really ask for a better day to be able to take a game in. The bleachers here right now are perfectly in the shade, so very, very cool over here. It feels good, nice little breeze. But I'm imagine out there on the turf for the girls with the sun, it's probably a little bit hot. And after not having gotten to play in much heat so far this year, I'm going to imagine it's probably going to be a little bit more tiring than maybe some of the prior games for both teams. Turf obviously makes everything a little bit hotter. Ball bounces a little bit more. But definitely get to have more games if you have a turf field because you don't have to deal with the drainage. The drainage is much, much better. Number 6 for Eugene is very speedy. 6 and 11 look to be their forwards. Number 11 gets a shot on goal. That is Olivia Kemker. Interesting. I know a Kemker. I know a Devin Kemker. I wonder if there's any relation there. I'll have to message Devin after the game tonight. And number 6, who scored the first goal for these Eagles, I believe, is Sarai Happy. As number 6 for these Eagles. Addie Shear Jr. is inbounding the ball here right in front of the Dutch girl dugout is what they're calling those shade that covers the bench. Good header there from Eagle defender is going to be able to get the ball over Lily. Tries to get that ball under control, and she does get it away from her defender, works around another, Some good moves there, and the ball gets away. Cheyenne Nixon looks like she had it for a moment. Ball's going to be cut off by number 3, Avery Goodman. She works the ball up. Now Lily's trying to get that before it goes out of bounds. She does get a kick on it. That's going to be a goal from an extremely difficult angle there from Lily Reed. It's going to put the Dutch girls up 2-1. As Lily is responsible for both goals in this game, and that one came at an extremely difficult angle. That was, you know, it looked like she was just trying to stop it from going out of bounds, but she was able to put a great shot on goal from where she was kicking from. That is not an easy goal. I'm going to go ahead and hit replay and see if I can get, what does this replay here look like? Oh, I didn't hit it soon enough. So you're seeing the celebration. So next time I'll have to be sure I hit my replay button just a little bit sooner. Congratulations on senior night. Lily Reed now has 2 goals and is, I'm sure she's in the back of her mind, is got her mindset on that hat trick. She's not going to stop trying to score here. Why would you try to stop? It's too much fun. Great stop there by number 4. Katie Lloyd. On the inbound, Dutch girls work hard to get out of the zone. It looks like Annalise Dreyer, a freshman here at OHS, does help get out of the zone. Works it up to, thinking that might have been Holly Adams. Maybe not. I could be wrong. Yeah, 22 is Holly Adams. No, 22 is Cheyenne Nixon. Holly Adams is number 13. I think Holly Adams is, no, she's at midfield right now. She's literally on the 50-yard line, so she's still out there. And the Dutch girls, with a minute remaining, do have it deep in Eagle territory. If they could make something of this opportunity downfield, goalie comes out and snags that. 1 minute remaining here, as you heard called over the PA speaker. So my time is off. I'll try to get that back online here for you all. We're at fighting the clock here. And you got about the right time on there now, so about 30 seconds left, and we'll have a break and play here for just a moment. Coaches will, I'm sure, chat with the girls and discuss a very competitive first half here with a score 2-1. Some great plays by both teams, really. Ball goes out of bounds. Addie Shear goes to
10,
inbound this thing.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Interesting. I didn't know that they announced the final 10 seconds in soccer. All right, that's going to send us to halftime. Peyton, if you just want to leave that on and then come back for a sec. You just leave it just like that, yep.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to throw it back to that commercial that we started before. In the commercial, you will see actually senior Lily Reed and her team and TV studio went to film for a video contest at Lakeside Publishing here in town, and it was a very good success. Included some old history with custom printing, and I'm going to turn over to that while we go to the 10-minute break.
Custom Printing Company was founded in St. Louis, Missouri in 1962. The company has developed an ever-expanding workforce of over 500 employees.
The success of Custom Printing Company is made possible by a dedicated workforce, along with continually updated modern equipment.
Hi, I'm Jaden Zelch.
And I'm Lily Reed. Our third partner, Maddox Parker, will be conducting an interview later on.
For the latest Generation Film Contest, we decided to spotlight a multi-generational business in our hometown, Owensville, Missouri.
Lakeside Book Company, formerly known as Custom Printing, has been around in our community for many generations and has truly influenced our community.
In this submission, you will see videos from inside Lakeside Book Company, as well as interviews and older footage from Custom Printing Co. and our community.
Let's throw it way back and look at some footage from before we were born.
Our pre-press department has the ability to work with customer-supplied film or camera-ready copy. Custom printing has the capability to produce as many as 8,000 page negatives per day. Once film is processed, the next step is the film assembly area. Here, page negatives are assembled in many different impositions by skilled strippers. Once all the negatives are accurately placed, painstaking attention is paid to each and every page to make sure that each and every detail is perfect. Quality checks and proofing procedures are implemented to assure accuracy of the project before being plated and sent to the press room.
Technology has definitely increased the speed in which we can do all those things. It's taking the old film days and converting that to digital, direct to plate, has taken a lot of time out of the process. And getting into the press room, just a lot of technology improvements with controls and sensors that are computerized, helping us manage our color and registration on our equipment.
We're here in the lobby of Lakeside Book Company.
During our time here, our partner Maddox sat down for an interview with the manager, Matt Dosey.
I'm Maddox Parker. I'm here with
Matt Dosey. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Quite well, thank you.
Good. So can you tell us a little bit about your role here at Lakeside Book Company and how long you've been here?
Sure. My role is working with the customer service team, the logistics team, and also the quality team to make sure we're delivering a quality product to our customers. And I've been with the company 34 years.
How many people does Lakeside Book Company employ?
It fluctuates slightly, but around 440.
What does Lakeside Book Company specialize in?
Primarily, we're an educational book printer. We do a lot of work with some of the large educational customers, and then we also do some commercial work as well, and some government contracts.
What does the printing process entail?
So we start out with our customers who have a book they want to publish. They send us a file. We approve that file for printing standards, and then we go ahead and run sheet-fed components for the cover. We run web components for the text, and then we bind and ship out the product. So fairly simplistic, but a lot of steps in between.
Lakeside does a lot for the community. What kinds of things do you guys try to do to help the school and the community?
Sure. We have a program, we call it Dollars for Doers, and that's really any of our employees that are interested in helping with programs that they're interested in, we support. But our primary that we've supported over the years, Helping Hands with some donations, as well as the Owensville school system, elementary all the way through high school. And then we also do a lot with the Chamber of Commerce.
Can you tell us about the beginnings of Lakeside Book Company and custom printing?
So I actually worked here for 7 years when Custom Printing Company with Don Lennar and his team. And there's been 8 different owners over those years that we've experienced. And today we're still doing the same sort of projects that we have. So a lot's changed, but we're still producing books and very competitive in the marketplace.
Okay, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
We reached out to the family that initially brought this business to Owensville.
In the next clip, you will see an interview with a member of the Lenauer family. I'm here with Mark Lenauer. Mark, how are you today?
I'm well.
Can you tell us a bit about why your family decided to get into custom printing and how?
Actually it was my father started the business in 1960. He didn't go to college, he was just out of high school. He decided he wanted to get into the printing business, so he borrowed $500 from his mother, bought a small multi-lift press, and started doing business cards and letterheads. In 1969, we were needing more room. There was a building available in Owensville. Chamber of Commerce contacted us and said that this building was available, which happened to be at that time on Old Springfield Road. They were happy to see us come to Owensville. There was a need for a new employer due to the fact that Brown Shoe Company was closing a lot of their facilities throughout the state of Missouri, and Owensville was one of them. So moving to Owensville was good for us. It was good for Owensville. And time we moved here, we had 13 employees, continued to do government printing. And over the years, we built the building that the printing business is currently in now, we employed over 700 people at that particular point when we decided to sell, and we were generating $30 million in revenue that went out into the local community. So over the years, custom printing was good for Owensville. But I would also say, due to the work ethic, Owensville was very good for custom printing company. So it worked both ways. The people in Owensville had a work ethic that was just incredible. And that was the secret to the custom printing success.
We believe that Lakeside Book Company has shaped our community from an economic standpoint, as well as molded our community values of lending a helping hand.
We hope you enjoyed this look into a very crucial part of our community, and we'll leave you some footage comparing then versus now.
Perhaps the biggest advantage that Owensville has to offer a prospective business is that the business is wanted and appreciated by the community. It is difficult to be successful where you are not wanted. The qualities of an area and of a people are difficult to assess. The Owensville community is unique from many other communities in that the great majority of people who live here do so because they want to, not because they have to. And because they want to live here, they have the concern and desire to be a part, to help, to belong, to make the community a better place to live. Whether it be in joining a service organization, planting a flower bed for the annual Tulip Festival, building a float to be in the annual county fair, or helping to organize a community arts and crafts fair, the people of Owensville are involved and welcome those who will be a positive addition.
Legends Bank is proud to be a part of this community. Legends Bank believes in supporting education and are proud supporters of your Dutchmen and Dutch girls. Your kids are our kids, and we're cheering them on through all of life's big changes. Legends Bank offers many financial tools, loans for a home, car, business, real estate, or agriculture, and offers services just like the National Bank, such as online banking through legendsbk.com, our mobile app, or in person, because we love to still see you at the bank. Legends Bank, your town, your bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm a future early childhood educator, and my childhood development course helped to prepare me for this goal. Child development provided me insights into how children grow, learn, and change over time. The in-class preschool program provided me experience with children aged 3 to 4. I created lessons, learned about development milestones, and gained skills in age-appropriate communication. These experiences strengthened my passion for teaching and guided me towards my goal of pursuing early childhood education. Show me learning that works.
Hey Julian, when's the OHS annual plant sale?
It's April 26th from 9 to noon. We have all kinds of plants ranging from succulents to flowers to vegetables to ferns to every possible kind you would think of.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here for second half action as things are just about to get right back underway here. In that first half, the Dutch girls scored 2 goals from the foot of senior Lily Reed here on senior night. And the visiting Lady Eagles were able to score a goal from junior, number 6, Sarai Happy, I believe. I think that's who it was. I should have made a note of it better. So if it was not Sarai Happy, I apologize. But moving on, I went over to across the street during halftime here and checked on the Dutchman baseball game that's going on. Fulton is visiting us here tonight on the side of baseball, and the Dutchmen are currently trailing 4-0. I believe it was the 4th or 5th inning. So good luck to the Dutchmen. Looked like they had a couple men on base in that inning that they were in. So hopefully they're able to push a couple runs across and get a little bit closer here. There at midfield, you see Lily Reed. Again, Lily is the senior that scored both of the goals there for the Dutch girls in that first half. She's going to start things off here for us. She sends it back to her teammate, Katie Lloyd, who bumps it up. The Dutch girls can hold on here. This will be their 3rd victory of the season on the varsity level. Soccer would be the, as far as I know, and I could be wrong, I think it is the newest sports program that we have, that we offer here at the Owensville High School level. I believe it came about somewhere around 2015, 16, 17 area. It was after I got out of high school. I graduated in 2010, and I know that my sister, who graduated in 2017, was playing soccer. I believe it was relatively new at that time. We've had some good soccer players come through here. A few that are notable. I have to make mention of Miss Destiny Busenhart, because her sister, Peyton, is the one running the camera for us right now. Peyton also plays soccer, but I know she's recovering from an injury right now, otherwise she would be out there with the Dutch girls as well. But Destiny was the leading goal scorer, I believe, until Kylie Kitchen, I think, maybe broke the goal scoring record. Or no, Landry Watson. Is that correct, Peyton? Landry Watson. So I know on that soccer team, Kylie Kitchen and Landry Watson were very, very talented soccer players. But those are some of the most prolific goal scorers in Dutch girls soccer history, Destiny Busenhart and Landry Watson. I believe Landry went on to play at ECC, at least for a while. And Peyton, didn't Destiny go on to play down in Florida? Is that right?
No, she didn't play.
She went to school in Florida, though. Yeah. Okay. So, that's the about the extent of the history that I know as far as Dutch girls soccer is concerned. So, take that for what it's worth. If you know any more, hit it up in the comments, and I'd love to hear it. I was able to snag me a burger during halftime here from the concession stand. Give a shout out and thanks to those parents that are working on the concession stand. And we got some soccer parents in there right now, and very appreciative of them having that open and having it as an option as something to go get a snack. Ball's kicked out of bounds there. It's going to be Dutch girl ball. Addie Shear Jr. is the one that inbounds it. Avery Goodman gets a kick on it there. Sri Happy is working her way down, trying to get around her defender there, but number 17, which I believe is Haley Boland, playing good defense there. Riley Gruby is the goalkeeper for these Dutch girls, and she's done a great job back there. Only one that got past her was one that was kind of a high bouncer. Kind of just floated right over, didn't have a opportunity to go up and smack that one away, and that's where they got their goal. Happy here for these, number 6, Happy for the Eagles. She's very, very fast. She has had a couple opportunities where she gets past the Dutch girl defense, and the Dutch girls have been trying to chase her down. I know Katie Lloyd's been playing some solid defense back there, and then when Katie Lloyd came out for a breather, it was Lily Reed that was on the back end that was trying to stop that. Lily Reed sits at about midfield inside the O, hoping for a chance for the ball to come back downfield. Tony Chira kicks the ball out. Gets it back to a midfield player for the Eagles, who puts the ball just off goal. Good effort there from the Eagles. That ball is going to roll all the way to the fence. I'm very biased, but we have a beautiful campus here, GCR2. You can see our bus barn there behind it. And then beyond that, I recently went on a went on basically a school-wide improvement group with GCR2, and we went around to all the buildings to see, what were the biggest needs at all the buildings, and the community, it was pretty widely accepted that our elementary school back there is gorgeous, especially at night with the lights. When the lights come on, that is a really beautiful backdrop here to this soccer field, football field, track. We're very fortunate to have the amenities that we do in GCR2. And just behind us is the baseball field, which is the newest constructed sporting facility. You'll see us do another broadcast of a baseball game on the 28th later this month. I believe that is our next broadcast in line, so it'll be next week on Thursday, I think. No, that can't be Thursday. It's got to be Monday. Next week on Monday will be our next broadcast. Got a lot of dates in my head from all the broadcast. Katie Lloyd kicks that one out of bounds as it was getting deep in Dutch girl defensive territory. Ball is inbounded by the Eagles. The 10 people that are viewing with us right now, thanks for joining in on a beautiful day here at Dutchman Field. As we get to this point of the school year, the students seem like they're counting down the days. It's getting very close. Weather gets nicer. It gets a lot more difficult to be in a classroom as that ball just off the mark there from the goal. And the seniors, their grades are due on May 8th. So after today, there are only 12 days of school left for these class of 2025 seniors. And then for all the non-seniors, 22 and a half days of school left. 22 and a half. It's amazing how fast time goes by. It's kind of hard to believe that it's already late April. Really, really refreshing to see, to have weather like we have today. Feels like it's been monsoon season in the mid-Missouri area, and we've had a ton of rain, ton of rain. I was actually able to get out and mow my yard yesterday. I was like cutting the Amazon out there. So that ball is going to get out of bounds. Oh, great effort there by the visiting Eugene Eagles player. Try to keep that in, but it just got out. You see senior, one of the seniors we celebrated before the game started. Katie Lloyd is going to be the one inbounding the ball here. She gets the ball inbounded to a big crowd of people, and the Eagles get that one under control with a header. Ella Atkinson collides with number 2 for the visiting Eugene Eagles, which is Leah Chapman, senior. This Eagles roster features 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seniors, according to the roster that I'm holding here. They've had some success this year. As like I said earlier, they've come into this game with 7 wins on the season. The ball is going to be put. Oh no! It was put on goal as the crowd comes alive here a little bit. Riley Gruby kind of got saved by the post there, it looked like, after a big bounce. That's the one difficult thing about turf. The ball is going to bounce a lot more than probably you anticipate. So I guess really all she probably could have done in that scenario was come up and meet the ball sooner. Instead, she let it bounce, try to play it back, and got very fortunate that it hit the post. Would have tied this thing up here. We're about at the 31-minute mark. And that ball is going to be put on goal and saved by Gruby. Good effort there by Suri Happy. All right. Good drop kick there. He's going to get the ball past midfield. Dutch girls try to get this thing under control in the offensive zone. They haven't been in the offensive zone for a while. Lily Reed works through some defenders there to try to keep it down there. She kicks it down for, I believe that's Cheyenne Nixon, who gets a shot on goal, and it is blocked by the goalie for these Eagles, and then got a second chance attempt, and misses just wide. It actually hits the side of the net before going out of play. Great opportunity there for the Dutch girls, but you got to tip your hat to that Eagle goaltender as she's able to do the job, be the wall back there. As they say in hockey, she's standing on her head back there. Which I've never understood why they say that, because it seems like if you're standing on your head, you're probably not having a good chance at making saves. But I guess they say it as a term of endearment that they're making all the saves. Goalkeeper's going to come up with this one. She's going to come up and give it a drop kick here. And it's going to be aided to about the 40. Big bounce there, number 25 with the header. Cheyenne Nixon is the Dutch girl that you see deep there, number 22. Goalkeeper has under control again. Looks like we're going to get another drop kick. A shout out to Peyton Busenhart. She's doing a great job on the cams for us, bringing you the image that you are seeing right now. So thank you to Peyton. This game will now be immortalized and will live forever in the TV studio video section on YouTube. So you can always come back and rewatch this, just like any of our broadcasts from this year. If you wanted to check out a football game, a softball game, a volleyball game, basketball, wrestling, baseball, track, or soccer, we've got it all on the YouTube channel. Feel free to go give that a look. All right, ball is inbounded. Looked like it hit number 2 on the thigh, and she looks like she's holding her leg a little bit there. Maybe got ran into. She coming up a little limp. Number 2 is Aaliyah Chapman, the senior that I mentioned earlier. Dutch girls are able to cut that off and try to work it back down in the offensive zone. A little ping pong action there as the ball got sent, and they got sent right back. All right, Cheyenne Nixon's got it now, and the Dutch girls are working into the offensive zone. She works through her defender. Her defender does a great job of cutting her off. Cheyenne tries to stay with it. Lily Reed is in the mix now. Lily Reed gets a kick on goal, and that's going to be a hat trick for the senior on senior night. Lily Reed with a great goal to make the goal score 3-1. 3-1 for these Dutch girls at the 27:57 mark, it looks like. Can't really write a better script for senior night if you come away with a hat trick. So congratulations to senior Lily Reed as she puts these Dutch girls up by 2 on her 3rd goal. And really that play, oh, and I did it again. I forgot to hit the replay button, and I got the celebration again. So shame on me. Shame on me. Got so excited by the goal, I forgot to hit the replay button. But really that was a play where it felt like her defender had stopped Cheyenne Nixon, and then Lily Reed kind of just snuck right in there and was able to get the ball away and get a little bit of open space, and Lily has kind of shown so far this game that's really all she needs. She gets a little bit of open space and made a really tough shot on her 2nd goal as Riley Gruby's going to have to come out and scoop this one up, give it a good punt. But the 2nd goal, man, it was at a very, very hard angle deep in the offensive zone. I wouldn't have guessed she was going to score that one based on where she was positioned, but she did a great job getting around it and being able to keep it on the field of play for a goal. All right, it looks like 27 minutes remain in this one. We're just about the 27-minute mark, and I forgot to start the clock, so I'll start as soon as it gets to 26:57, and we are going now. So now our clock is in line with the game clock here at the field. Ooh, I thought about, I guess I should move it from the first. It's not the first anymore, it's the 2nd half. Thought about putting a camera, like I said, it's the first time I've ever done a soccer game. I thought about putting a camera on the scoreboard, and I elected not to. I'm glad I didn't, because the clock is so easy to operate in a soccer game. I don't really have to have another person to run the on-screen scoreboard. You just kind of let it go. So basketball is a different beast. Football is a lot of stop and start. But soccer is nice because it clock just keeps running. So, and the Dutch girls are deep in offensive territory again, but currently the Eagles have control of this ball, and it's going to go out of play. So the Eagles will be looking to inbound it here. Imagine the second half, like I mentioned earlier, with the sun starting to warm up as the year goes on. You're going to see out on that turf, it's going to be a lot hotter than where we're sitting at here in the shade. So I imagine there's probably some fatigue starting to set in after, running on that hot turf this entire time. It looks like Lily Reed has also moved back a little bit. She is maybe playing more mid. She wasn't as far up as some of the other girls there, but now it looks like she's slid more into that forward position as well. In the backfield, looks like the defenseman here for the Dutch girls, or the defense ladies, I guess, looks like Addie Shear. Looks like Haley Boland. And it looks like Katie Lloyd. And number 24, Lydia Wilson, has just entered the game. And she looks like she's playing backfield as well. All right, Katie with the inbound. I learned earlier in soccer, because I'm learning today, that when you throw the ball in, you have to remain with both feet on the ground. And if you don't, then it's a turnover, I guess. Ball's going to be kicked out of bounds again by the Eagles about the 45-yard line. And Katie's going to look to throw it again. You'll notice they drag that back toe if you can watch. So now it's something that I'm paying attention for, because knowledge is power. When you know a little bit, you can know what you're looking for. To the 12 viewers tuning in on a fine Tuesday afternoon, thank you guys for tuning in, watching, supporting OHS Athletics. We've got a good game here, good soccer match. We will live broadcast one more soccer game later in the year, so you will get an opportunity to see another soccer game before the school year is over. Ball's going to be kicked out of bounds by Dutch girl Tone Chira, number 7. Ball is inbounded. A little juggling there by number 12 from Eugene, which is Alexi Burkett. Tone gets bumped with a body there from number 18. Soccer is one of those games that is a little bit sneaky physical. Like you maybe don't think about it as being a super physical sport, but when you got people that are, trying to make a play on the ball together, there's going to be collisions. There's going to be, bodies bumping. And what do you know? I just manifested that as number 18 for the Eugene Eagles and number 4 for us. 18 is Claire Wilbers, sophomore for the Eagles. And number 4 for us is Katie Lloyd, senior here on senior night. They got their feet tangled up, both going for a ball, and it's going to be Eagle inbound. Suri Happy comes up with it, and she is working it forward to number 11, who I'm sure they were trying to get an extra foot on that before it got to Riley Gruby, the goalie, but unable to make that connection. Riley drop kicks the ball out to about a 33-yard line, where number 18, same person just got into the wipeout, Claire Wilbers, is going to come up with it. Gruby scoops this one up as well, as the Dutch girls try to work it back into Eagle territory. She's going to punt that one out of bounds at about the 21. Riley punts that one. Good punt. Gets out past the 35. Be a swing and a miss there by Claire. Tony Kachira tries to stay with it here and got a little ping pong action. One Dutch girl hits the deck. That's number 13. Number 13 for the Dutch girls is Holly Adams. Holly, a freshman here. I know she scored a few goals this season. Good stop there by Addie Shear. It's going to be a good kick by Haley Boland. And now we're going to have a foot race. But that one's actually going to get out of bounds. Good defense there by Katie Lloyd, but the ball is deep in Dutch girl territory, and the Eagles, as time keeps ticking away here, are going to be trying to find the back of the net. About 21 minutes left in this one. Happy with some nice footwork there. Ball's going to be stolen by Katie Lloyd, though. Cheyenne Nixon's got it, and she tries to work it up the field. Now we've got a foot race. Lily Reed streaking down the field here, trying to get the ball away from the defender, unable to do so. Gets it back to Sari Happy all the way down the other end of the field to the 30, and she's got a person. Number 11, as they try to set up for, oh man, had a great opportunity there, but unable to get a shot on goal. Just couldn't get that ball handled. Claire does a good job of keeping that one in for these Eagles, and Claire has got the ball deep. Unfortunately, going to kick it right out of bounds, about the back end, so I guess it'll be a goal kick. Claire Wilbers, number 18 I keep referring to, she's been all over the place out there. After that collision, I feel like I'm seeing her everywhere, so she's playing very tough out there for these Eagles. Katie Lloyd with a goal kick. You see all the players retreat to about the 20. I assume they're going to try to intercept somewhere around there, as Katie's kick goes right there to the 20 to Gracie Brown, I think. Uh-oh. Number 11 here for these Eugene, Olivia Kimker. She's going to have a shot, and she tries to get over to Sari. The ball was centered. I think Gruby might have got a hand on it. I'm thinking that's going to be Eagle ball right here. So the ball went right in that zone in front of the goalie, where if you can get a kick on it, you got a high percentage chance of scoring a goal. But just out of the outstretched foot of Sari Happy, or Sarai, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I apologize. Got an alert on my phone right now for any of those St. Louis Cardinals baseball fans out there. Anybody watching the broadcast? I am a baseball junkie. I used to be the head baseball coach here at Owensville High School. Stepped down after I started having some kids. And very, very big baseball fan. But the Cardinals are getting ready to get started. They're on a 5-game losing streak. Sad times for St. Louis sports in general, really, as Cardinals have struggled. The Blues have lost both games to start their playoff series against the Winnipeg Jets. And then I'm not particularly a huge UFL fan, but the St. Louis Battlehawks UFL team lost this week, and not only did they lose, but I saw that their starting quarterback got injured, will be out for the remainder of the season, as Sari Happy is able to get the ball away from, looks like Gracie Brown. Number 23 is Gracie Brown. Dutch girl sent it back downfield. Holly Adams able to get around that ball. She's in a foot race. The more you watch high school soccer, I think the more you realize how important speed is. Speed and ball handling, probably the two most important. Holly Adams throws the ball in there. A collision there. Sarai Happy's got the ball. She works it up to Kempker. Kempker is going to have to try to get around Addie Shear. Gets it back to Sarai Happy. Sarai Happy, she's got a foot, or she's got a leg up on, oh, and just misses. Had a leg up on her defender there, Addie Shear. Put a shot at goal, but was not able to get it on goal as it misses and just hits wide of the net, hits the side of the goal there. 16 minutes remaining here in this one. Looks like Ella Atkinson is subbing out. Holly Adams is going to take a breather. Get a few new ones out on the field. I didn't know how subs for soccer worked in high school, but I'm guessing at certain points you can sub in and out. I see Tony Chira coming off the field now as well. I've mentioned our foreign exchange students a couple times. We're always fortunate to have at least a couple or a few. We just have 2 or 3, it seems like, every year at the high school. Anybody interested in hosting a foreign exchange student? The program that we use is a program called AUSA, and I believe it's Amy Estes who heads that up. So if you're interested in seeing what it takes to host a foreign exchange student, that would be the person you talk to. The 2 we have we have 3 this year. 2 of them are on the soccer team. The 3 we have this year are all amazing, awesome. We've got Marta Latorre from Spain. We also have Tony Kachir, who I just mentioned. She's from Kosovo. And then also Lex Mosler from Germany. And the one thing you always see with the foreign exchange students is they get involved. They come here and they try to be a part of as many things as possible because that's the whole point. That's the whole point of coming to a new place, getting a new experience. And as a teacher, as an educator, I absolutely love getting that perspective in my classroom from them and hearing what they have and hearing them share different things with our students and get a different perspective of the world. So it's been awesome to have all those students here. And if you're interested in hosting, like I said, reach out to Amy Estes to see what it takes and if it's a good fit or a good fit for you or your family, and give it a look. All right, number 12 for these Eagles. Got some good footwork there. Number 12 is Alexi Burkett. I think I've said her name once before. Uh-oh, here we go. Here comes Claire again. She's got an opportunity, but she's met by Dutch girl senior Katie Lloyd. And naturally, I remember to hit the replay button on that. That's going to be
Goal for Eugene.
a goal for Eugene. They didn't say the number over the intercom, and I'm not sure I got it. But here's the goal on that one. I did get the replay naturally. And it looks like, who can I got here? It looks like, it's going to be number 18. Oh, no, 18 centers it, and Suri Happy is the one that scores number 6. So it was Happy that was actually able to find the back of the net there as time stops when a goal is scored. So let's update the score. It's now 3-2, and there is 14 minutes and 38 seconds left. So I'll get this thing raised up here. Lily makes a major kick downfield to get things started here again. 14 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this one. Dutch girls are going to try to hold off these Eugene Eagles in this one. As I said, the Dutch girls come into this game with 2 wins, and Eugene comes in with 7. So, they don't play a lot of the same competition. But these Eagles, they know how to win. They've had a successful season here so far. Oh, wow. Ball hit the flag down there in the very corner of the field. See Luke Reed chasing after that. I made mention earlier. He's done a great job helping out here this afternoon, get those balls that go loose. Ball is going to be thrown in. Lily Reed does a great job with footwork there, trying to get around a defender. She keeps it in. Soccer is an interesting sport because you can run out of bounds as long as the ball doesn't go out of bounds. Lily did a great job keeping that ball in bounds there, walking the tightrope. That ball looks like it's destined to go out of bounds. Number 19 for these Eagles, Emma Ernst, was after that one. Addie Shear looks to inbound here. As the Dutch girls make a couple changes here. Number 31 comes off field, and Gracie Brown, number 23, also comes off. Addie gets the inbound in, and looks like it's going to go right back out of bounds. I would be wrong. It's going to be Dutch girl balls. I guess it was a high kick or a kick too high next to a player. I don't know what the call is. Somebody help me out. Good strong throw there by Lily right down the seam, but it goes out of bounds. Uh-oh, Suri Happy. She's trying to get loose again, and she does. She gets past the defender. She's got a one-on-one with the goalie, and she scores! Making it a tie game here. Suri Happy, I think she has a hat trick of her own here. as we are knotted up at threes with about 12 minutes to go here in this one. Man, we've had a heck of a game here by both squads. They've done a great job. Oh, and I got my wasp back. You weren't in with me earlier. You know that I've been battling a wasp here in the press box, and the wasp is back. So I did miss the replay on that one, so I apologize. But I was fighting for my life up here with this wasp. All right, we are underway again. A little over 12 minutes remain. We might have to go into sudden death in this one. I don't know what sudden death is like in soccer. I don't know if it's like you go to penalty kicks or I don't really know. Peyton, what happens if it's tied after regulation?
If it's tied, then we go into overtime.
Does it ever get to like penalty kicks?
Yeah.
That's a thing?
Overtime.
How long is overtime?
I think like 10 minutes, I think.
Oh, okay. So overtime is 10 minutes, according to Peyton. And if it's still tied after overtime, sudden death overtime, then we go to penalty kicks, which, you know, it'd be pretty interesting for the first live broadcast of a soccer game to go to penalty kicks. I will say that I was a little bit nervous coming into this one, but there's constant action. There's always things to talk about. So broadcasting isn't as hard as I thought it would be. And uh-oh, Happy has a chance here. She's trying to get around this one. It's about the spot that Lily Reed scored from earlier. She's able to keep it in bounds. Great job by her. Addie Shear is working hard to try to stay with that ball. And she works it up. Great job by Addie Shear getting it out of that corner. Happy did a great job beating her defender, but was unable to find anybody in the middle. Try to get a shot on goal. And that one is going to be a shot on goal, but it's going to be bouncer right to Riley Gruby. She gets that thing. She's going to come out and drop kick it here. Drop kicks it out to the 35 where it's going to bounce off freshman Holly Adams' knee. Uh-oh. Kimker's got a shot here. Kimker's going to take a shot, but it's going to go wide left. It seems like this Eagle team has gotten stronger later in the game here as the Dutch girls are trying to hold them off. Dutch girls can no longer just hold off, though. They're going to have to go get another goal in this thing if they want to try to walk away with a victory. We've had a great game so far. From the goal-scoring perspective, it's been Happy leading, number 6 Happy leading the Eagles, and number 1 Lily Reed, senior on senior night, with a hat trick leading these Dutch girls. We're now at the 9:40 mark. As time ticks away. As Chris Berman would say, tick, 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 tick. All right. Kimker finds Happy. She's in the middle of the field. She's got one defender in front of her. She does a good stop with the ball. Put number 15 for the Dutch girls, which is Annalise Dreyer on skates out there. But ball's going to be kicked and hit the side of the net. Dutch girls will have a goal kick. And at this point, Dutch girls have got to be really wanting to get it. I mean, obviously, of course, John Madden, get it on the offensive side of the field for them, but they're having a hard time getting it out of the defensive zone. So, uh-oh. One Eagle player comes hopping away, like kicked in the leg or something, it looked like. Uh-oh. Lily Reed's got it. Lily Reed's had the hot foot for the Dutch girls tonight. She works it up. Great defense there by the Eagles. She's able to clear that ball out of there. Annalise Dreyer tries to get a stop there, but she got Happy pursuing. The ball's going to get kicked out of bounds. It's going to be kicked out on Annalise Dreyer, so she's able to keep Sri Happy from getting around her as the Dutch girls set up to try to get his ball downfield. Happy's all over the place, man. She's a good player for this Eagle squad. It seems like Happy, number 6, and number 11, Kimker, have done a lot of the offensive work here for this Eagle squad. They're the 2 forwards, which would make sense. Lloyd is set back to do the goal kick here. She kicks it out to about the 25 to Annalise Dreyer, number 15. Tries to work the ball up the field. Oh, we have a little bit of a collision. Avery Goodman able to get around her person. Now Lily Reed, that's the girl that you want to have the ball right now for the Dutch girls. She got the hot foot. She gives way to Cheyenne Nixon, who gets around one defender. Dutch girls have got the ball up now. Cheyenne Nixon working around people. She's going to kick it. It's going to go out the back just to the left of the goal, but she did a great job staying with that ball. Trying to weave defenders and make her way to the goal as we're about to come up on the 6.5-minute mark. This has been a great matchup. I will say a lot of times in, high school soccer, it seems like you don't have close matchups like this, but this has been a fantastic one. As I look at scores for both of these teams throughout the season, you see a lot of mercies either way, or a lot of, you don't see really, actually, I don't think either team has played in a 1-goal game yet. No, that's not true. Eugene has played in 2 1-goal games, 3, 4. They played in 4 1-goal games in this Dutch girl squad. As I look here, has played in 1. So 5 out of the 23 games that these teams have played have been 1-goal games. We have a Dutch girl down on the field right now. I'm not quite sure who it was. You're going to see all the girls take a knee. You're going to see the clock stop at 5:48, so I'll get that stop for you guys. Obviously, we hope that whatever player that is hopefully maybe just got a leg cramp or something like that and is able to work through whatever they're going through out there. But we'll take a quick break here, and I will play a quick commercial. We'll go back to our one of our CTE videos.
When I was in high school, I was a member of FTA and took courses to help me prepare to become a teacher. Upon graduation from high school, I was prepared to start my college courses with a base knowledge in the teaching profession. Now, shortly following high school graduation, I am working as a full-time 8th grade social studies teacher in the district in which I graduated. Without the opportunities that my sub-certification in FTA gave to me in high school, I wouldn't be where I am today. Show me learning that works.
I've always been somebody who takes pride in their health, so when I got the opportunity to take nutrition, I knew it would be a great opportunity to help me improve my health and wellness. In nutrition class, I've learned how to make nutritious and healthy meals to give my body the strength it needs throughout the day. We have practiced cooking these meals and using the right balance of health and flavor to make a great meal that anyone can enjoy. I have also built my leadership and communication skills in this class. Therefore, I will be continuing my nutrition education. Show me learning that works.
All right, injured player on the field was senior number 4, Katie Lloyd, and it looks like that might be how her senior night ends here, so I hope she's okay. She is able to walk off on her own power. Got a little bit of a limp to her. I'm sure that's not really how she wanted to see her senior night end, but she's played a really great game so far. And hopefully her teammates here can finish the job. Lily Reed looks like she goes back to, I don't know, maybe more of a midfield player. She's been the goal scorer for this Dutch girls squad, but she also went back to play defender whenever Katie came off the field. And Ella Atkinson hits the deck there. She looks like she's okay. She gets back up. Maybe a little bit of frustration there. That turf does not feel good when you fall on it. It looks like a nice comfy carpet, but I promise you that that does not feel good. In fact, you see some gnarly burns from that turf. Especially during football season, I see those football players come in and that's why you see a lot of high school football players now, they wear like full sleeves. That Under Armour type material, try to protect their skin because it's not like sliding on, grass. Oh, good move there by Suri Happy. All right, Kimker streaks down the field. She's trying to stop that thing before it goes out of bounds, and she does stop it. Avery Goodman, Dutch girl, she's able to get foot on it next, but the Eagles are set up in the offensive zone now. They got some spacing here. Suri gets it back to one of her midfielders. Calling it midfielders, if I'm incorrect on that, I apologize, but that's just what I'm going to call it because they're kind of playing in the middle of their grouping. Looks like Lily Reed's trying to work around her defenders here. She's in a foot race here, coming from a hard angle. She gets a strong kick, but it's going to be wide of the goal. It's going to be out. It looks like when she kicked, she might have made contact with the defender that was running with her on the kick. And she hit the deck, but she's up. Running that thing off. That's number, I can't really tell. I think her hair's on. I think it's number 15. Got Maddox Parker. How did the baseball game end up?
We lost.
Lost that one?
7-1. But not like top 5 team in the state, so.
Okay. So just got a final score on the Dutchman baseball game. It was a loss 7-1 on a top 5 Class 5 team in the state. Are you looking for a job, Maddox?
Oh, I'm always looking for a job.
Well, there is a camera on top of the press box that has not been manned by anybody yet. Oh, and Katie! Oh, my goodness. Lily Reed, she had a great opportunity there. I'll play the replay on that one. Yeah, if you want to turn that thing on, it's already plugged in. If you want, you could be a zoom-in camera, so zoom in a lot on people, and I'll go back and forth between you and Peyton. Reed had a great opportunity there right in front of the goal. Tried to go top shelf and just misses. Just misses. She's going to wish she had that kick back because that was a great opportunity right in front of the net. I bet 9 times out of 10 Lily finds the back of the net, but not able to on that one. All right. Dutch girls are going to try to keep it on this side of the 50. Got another camera here for you now, too, so we'll see what we can do with an alternate angle. So this camera is now being ran by senior baseball player Maddox Parker. He's on top of the press box. So we've got that angle, and we've got this angle. I'll go back and forth between both of them. All right. It looks like Reed, even with Lloyd coming out, has stayed at that midfield spot, and I think Annalise Dreyer did a great job of blocking there and following that ball at the field. All right. Kimker gets a shot. It's going to be wide of the goal. Gruby's not going to come out for that one. It's just going to go out of bounds, and the Dutch girls will get a goal kick. We're at the 1 minute and 15-second mark here. So if something doesn't happen here soon, we're going to be going into sudden death overtime, which I've been made aware by Ms. Peyton Boosmart that is a 10-minute overtime.
1 minute remaining.
All right. Dutch girls are going to have to do the best they can here to keep the ball out of this zone. Lily Reed, she's got the ball now. She's working up. Block, great block there from the Eagles. .26 seconds remain on the clock here at Dutchman Field. Kimker's got a beat on this one. She's going to try to keep this thing in. She does. Kimker's staying with it. She does keep it in, but Dutch girls are able to kick it out of bounds. Don't have a lot of time left here. Crowd comes alive a little bit. Uh-oh.
3, 2.
That one's going to be that one was a field goal. Got right through there. So we are now going to go into overtime. I imagine there's going to be a little bit of a break here. I'm going to play a little commercial, and I will be right back. I'm going to give Maddox some direction on that camera up top.
I never would have thought that from taking a class in school, it would lead to so many opportunities. My greenhouse class has taught me so much more than just about the growing and selling of flowers and produce. Because of this class, I went on to compete with our FFA program in floriculture, and my team ended up qualifying for nationals at the state convention. In fact, we finished 7th overall in the entire nation. This experience taught me so much about teamwork and dedication. My team and I worked hard to earn our national placing. Show me learning that works.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you see the Dutch girls. Maddox Parker, he's going to be our zoom-in camera. Very thankful for him popping out down here once his baseball game had finished. And we are going into this thing now with, looks like there's a minute on the clock or something like that. So I guess the girls get a 1 minute break. Or it was more than 1 minute because I've been talking, but it's almost the 1 minute mark. I'll, as soon as it ticks down, I'll start the clock there. So just to give a recap on this one so far, 3-3 game. It's been tight throughout. The Dutch girls did have a 3-1 lead at one time, but they were not able to hold on to that lead as the Eagles came back to tie the game 3-3. They scored the last 2 goals unanswered. And it's been scoring primarily from 2 players on each squad. For the Eagles, it's been number 6, Sari Happy. It seems like her and Kimker, number 11, are the main forwards for these Eagles. Number 11 is Miss Olivia Kimker. She is a senior. Number 6, Sari Happy, is a junior. On the Dutch girl squad, the forwards seem to be Cheyenne Nixon and Lily Reed. Holly Adams has worked down there a little bit as well. But it appears that Lily Reed has had the hot foot this afternoon, and she has a hat trick for these Dutch girls. Lily Reed is a senior for this Dutch girl squad. Also, remember my TV studio class, so I've got to give Lily a shout out. She's done a lot of work for TV studio this year. Very appreciative. She's helped out with a lot of other broadcasts. So happy to do this broadcast for the girls on their senior night, and hopefully they're going to walk away with an overtime winner. See, Ella Atkinson, she's on the ground kind of below the shot that you're seeing right now. Looks like she might be getting her foot taped up or her ankle taped up or something. I got to coach Ella in cross country when she was in middle school, and she's tough as nails. If her ankle's hurting her, I imagine she's going to do everything she can to try to get back out there with her teammates. She's always wanted to be a valuable member of the squad that she's on, and Peyton Busenhart was right. It is a 10-minute overtime. So crowd comes alive here a little bit as we're going to get started with overtime here in just a moment. See number 13 there? That's Holly Adams on the field as Maddox is kind of going around. Number 1, that's the goal scorer that we've been talking about, senior Lily Reed. And we're about to get things started here. So we got this angle right now. This is from Miss Peyton Busenhart, who's been working the camera for us all game. Very thankful for her. And we've got this angle here that will be more of a zoom in, and that is on top of the press box operated by Maddox Parker. So we're back to where we were as far as sides the first half. And the clock is underway here. I think I missed it by 2 seconds. All right, so sudden death overtime. Get a walk-off goal here for whoever's able to score it. And if nobody's able to score in 10 minutes, then we go into penalty kicks, try to end this thing. Dutch girls are able to work it up to Lily Reed, who's going to do what she can to try to get around her defender. She pops it up center here for, looks like Tony Kachira and Cheyenne Nixon. Cheyenne Nixon now trying to find a way to get around her defender, is unable. Oh, ouch. That did not look like it felt good. Going back here to ball kind of rolled up under her. As you see Addie Shear, she's about to inbound this thing. And no, she's not. It's going to be Holly Adams. Holly Adams, freshman here. She's going to do the inbounding for these Dutch girls. She gets it in. It's going to be right up the line. And be kicked out of bounds by number 25 for the Eagles. So the Dutch girls basically advance a little bit here along the sideline. Holly Adams throws in, but this time she's going to throw back to Lily Reed. Lily Reed then accidentally kicks it out of bounds, and now it'll be a throw-in for an inbound, throw-in, whatever we want to call it, by these Lady Eagles. And that's going to be kicked out. It's like 4 in a row now that have been inbounded and almost immediately kicked out of bounds. As now it looks like number 13 for these Eagles is going to throw in. So number 13 threw in for us. Number 13 throws in for them. Lucky number 13. Ping pong. All right. Avery Goodman looks to be on the far side of the field here working, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds by the Eagles. Avery inbounds. A good strong throw there to Lily Reed, who tries to stop it. Gets a kick onto one of her teammates, who gets a header. Now the ball is coming out. The goalie comes up, and she smothers it. And she's going to be looking for the drop kick. Gives it a good drop kick. That was one of the better drop kicks we've seen today, is on the big bounce. It got all the way to the 50. So I see Sari happy. She's kind of retreated into the defensive zone to try to come up and make a play on this for her forwards. And great job there by Dutch girl number 4, Katie Lloyd, back in the game. Good to see that. So she had to sit out the, got a Lady Eagle on the field. Went up for a header. I don't know if heads collided or what. I guess that's where you start to get into the conversation about worry with concussions and things like that. And she looks like she's fine. She did hit the deck pretty immediately after that ball. Cheyenne Nixon gets the ball under control after the inbound. Stays with it. Great job, Cheyenne. Stays with it. Good kick to try to center that thing. Gobbled up by the goalie there. Goalie had a great drop kick a second ago, and she's going to try to do the same thing again here. And another really strong kick on the second bounce is going to get out to about close to the 50. Katie Lloyd came up and tried to meet that Sari Happy, and Sari Happy she's all over the place, man. Making it very hard for this Dutch girl squad. At the very least, wearing them out as Katie sends that one out of bounds. I guess the main thing there, and I'm not the, like I said multiple times during this broadcast, I'm not the strategist here when it comes to soccer by any means, but I'm assuming the strategy there is, get out of bounds, don't let Happy get around you, because if she does, then she's going to have a chance of getting a ball on goal, and that's not what we want right now. All right, we just hit the 5-minute mark. Looks like I'm a couple seconds off here. Yeah, it looks like I'm right on now. So we're going to get a goal kick here from Katie. We'll see how far she can send this thing down. Sends it on the ground here. It's going to be snagged up by an Eagles player. Katie's going to give chase. She's going to kick that thing out of bounds again. 5.5-minute mark. I don't really know. I wonder if, I'd be interested to know from the players' perspective if they like, PK kicks to end the game, or if they, prefer try to end this thing, with an actual in-game goal here in overtime. I don't really know. I mean, obviously, if you're the one scoring the goal, that's what you want. If you're the one giving it up, that is not what you want. Luke Reed launched a soccer ball in, and it almost hit a Eagles player because they did not see the ball coming, weren't expecting it. Katie Lloyd here doing the goalie kick. Gets it out to Ella Atkinson. Oh no. So you can see the look on her face there. I don't think she wanted to get a foot on that before it went out. Now the Eagles here are going to have a corner kick, which is a bit of a tough spot to be. But Dutch girls do a good job of getting that thing out of there. Went out of bounds about the 25-yard line, so I'm assuming somewhere around there is where it will be inbounded here by number 2 on the Maddox cam. And no, she's going to hand off to her teammate just up the field. And Holly Adams, number 13 you see there. Oh, great job by Tony Kachira Finds her teammate Cheyenne Nixon. Oh, man, if that would have gotten past the defender, that was a great stop there by the Eagles, as if she wouldn't have stopped it, Lily Reed would have been off to the races. Cheyenne Nixon works through some defenders, and we got a chance here. Oh, Tone tried to go in and get a foot on that thing. It was close. Close, but no cigar. Number 12 was able to work around Lily Reed here as the Dutch girl defense tries to set back up, and oh boy. Sari Happy, the goal scorer so far. She's got a shot here. She kicks it right at Riley Gruby, who's able to make the save. Both teams now have had opportunities down near the goal, and Riley Gruby did not get a good kick on that one as it goes out of bounds. Wow, holy cow. Riley Gruby really stepped up to the challenge there, though. I mean, she had one Eagle streaking down the field right at her, but was able to make the stop. Cheyenne Nixon, don't touch it. There we go. Lets it go out of bounds. Very good. Cheyenne gets it inbounded. Tone Kachira tries to stay with it. Does a good job doing what she could with that one. Shout out to Tone. It is going to go out of bounds at about the 25. 2 minutes now. 2 minutes left in regulation, or overtime. And then we go to PK kicks. I'll let Atkinson to Tone. Tone's trying to stay with it here. Oh. I was talking to Tone in class. She said in Kosovo, soccer is one of the biggest sports. And I can't remember which country she said that has a big rivalry with Kosovo, but soccer is definitely very, very known to the people of Kosovo, the Albanians in Kosovo. Goalie comes up and gets that one. We are about to the 1 minute mark. You know, thankfully the Dutch girls are on the the ball's about at midfield. Oh man. Ella tried to get a header on that one, but huge bounces there after that drop kick by
1 minute
the goalie. 1 minute remaining. Uh-oh. Oh. Great attempt there by Eagles number 11, Kimker, but it goes just wide of the goal. 40 seconds remain. Addie Shear tries to stop that one to advance it up the field further. It's going to be kicked out of bounds. I'm not sure who they're going to give that to. It's like Dutch girls get to inbound it. Be kicked out of bounds here. Well, we're going to see one last ditch effort here by both teams. 15 seconds remain. They get it up the field to Sari Happy. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen, if they can't stop.
8, 7.
Ooh! Gruby is able to. Oh my gosh! All right, I'm gonna go ahead. I think I got the replay on that one. Holy smokes! So Sari Happy had a chance here, worked it up the field.
To double overtime. If no point is scored here, then it'll be a shootout.
Oh my goodness! So I misspoke earlier. Great job by Riley Gruby to get that thing. I was wrong. So they go into a sudden death overtime. I guess if you go into overtime, you're playing the 10 minutes no matter what. I was unaware of that. But it appears that we're now going into sudden death overtime, which I'm guessing is another, I don't know. I'll know how long it is once it gets put on the board. So we're getting a little bonus soccer here. There's a minute and 30 seconds here left of rest for these teams, and then we'll see where we go from there. The people that have stuck around, you've gotten to see a great soccer game. Very great by both teams. You got to tip your hat to the visiting Eugene Eagles, and also good job by these Owensville Dutch girls. Eagles have fought back in regulation. At the end of the regulation, it was 3-3, and the score remains that. But the Dutch girls were up at one point, 3-1, and The Eagles scored 2 unanswered goals. I've mentioned it multiple times throughout this broadcast, but the goal scorers for both teams, Lily Reed for these Dutch girls has a hat trick here on senior night. So shout out to Lily, and it seems like, I want to say that Sarai Happy for these Eugene Eagles has scored all 3 of the goals for them as well. And you know, I also tip my hat to both of the goalies. There have been a few, good saves on both ends. The most notable was probably this last one. I'll play it one more time. Sarai Happy really had a great opportunity here, and it was a great job by Gruby to be able to get a hand on it. That was basically how the overtime ended. You could see all the hands going to the head like, oh, my goodness. Yeah, that was a wild play. Wild play. Great job by Peyton Busenhart capturing that. We'll go down to the Maddox cam as he's got the camera down on, our girls down there on the sideline. And we are. It's another 10-minute overtime. So we're playing a full hour here, guys. Well, full hour. It is sudden death, so I assume next goal wins. It'd be interesting. In the NHL in hockey, now I am familiar with hockey, pretty familiar with hockey. Played collegiate club roller hockey for the Mules. In hockey, you get to overtime and you go down to 4 skaters, but it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. With a goalie 11. There's still 11 people on the field for both teams. 1 goalie for each, and then 10 girls playing the field, I guess what you'd call it. Dutch girls will get this in the second overtime here. All right, here we go. We are underway here. Sudden death overtime. Goal sends us home. Ball's at midfield right now. Hasn't really advanced too far on either side just yet, but it looks like the Eagles are creeping into Dutch goal territory, as we see Tony Kachira saying something about that. Kimker is going to try to stop this ball from going out of bounds, and she's going to be able to. She keeps it inbounded. And it looks like Katie Lloyd is just going to go ahead and kick that thing out of the back corner of the field. All right. Corner kick is in. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. What a save by freshman Riley Gruby. Had the timer jump just right and was able to time it and tip it right over the top of the goal. It was about the only thing she could have done there. It was a great shot on goal by the Eagles, but an equally great save by the freshman goaltender. Now we got the ball trapped down there, centered up. The Dutch girls have got to get that thing out, and they are able to. Oh, great job there by, 22, Cheyenne Nixon. Lily Reed is still at midfield here, the lone forward. Tony Kachira hits the deck. Uh-oh. 12 is going to have a shot attempt here. Oh, great defense by Dutch girls. Number 3, that's Avery Goodman. Might have saved the game right there with that one. Did a great job. Maddox cam's wild right now. All right, looks like you're going to get to see the corner kick here. I'll stay here until it's actually kicked. Uh-oh. It's going to be out of bounds. I'll show you that last replay that we have here. This is that save by freshman Riley Gruby in goal. We're about to hit the 7-minute mark here. We're going to have a goal kick. Here it is, right here. Oh! She doesn't do that, the game is over. That was a great save there by Gruby. All right, we're back in action here as the Dutch girls try to get a little breathing room, get out of their own zone. Lily Reed tries to work it upfield. Avery Goodman's going to kick it out of bounds at about the 40. Eagles go to throw in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, great defense there. Oh, and it's just wide. Great defense by number 15, Annalise Dreyer. She was applying the pressure. And then a block there by Katie Lloyd. She gets it out of there. Man, that was very close to seeing that one end right there. I'd say so far in overtime, you got to give the edge to these Eagles. Uh-oh. Oh, another save by Gruby. Gruby has been busy in the goal for these Dutch girls in this overtime. Great job by both teams. All right. Lily's probably got to be a little bit rested right now, as she hasn't had much action at midfield or in the forward section, but now they got it down there. Tony's trying to cut that thing off. She's unable to. Great header there by number 22, Cheyenne Nixon. Gets tangled up with the defender. Goes out of bounds on number 4 for these Eagles, Miss Ellie Limbach, a freshman. So great job by a freshman out there playing some defense in a very crucial part of this game. Dutch girls inbound it. A swing and a miss. Ella Atkinson Jr. gets a foot on it. And then it looks like Lily Reed comes in trying to get a big kick on it. It's going to go out of bounds. Avery Goodman chases it. It's going to be out on the Eagles. Looks like number 2, Keelan Gobble. Avery inbounds it to Lily Reed, who tries to set up. She's got a couple people on her there. She finds Cheyenne Nixon, who might have a chance here. She's got to get it on goal. It's a great play by the goalie. And it looks like Nixon is down. Nixon is down for the Dutch girls with an apparent leg injury. And we're going to go to commercial.
I'm a future early childhood educator, and my childhood development course helped to prepare me for this goal. Child development provided me insights into how children grow, learn, and change over time. The in-class preschool program provided me experience with children aged 3 to 4. I created lessons, learned about development milestones, and gained skills in age-appropriate communication. These experiences strengthened my passion for teaching and guided me towards my goal of pursuing early childhood education. Show me learning that works.
You see the scene on the field right now. She's able to walk off on her own power. It's going to take a moment for us to get back to playing. They're going to have to sub somebody in. We'll go to one last commercial if I got it here.
I've always enjoyed building and creating things, and in the OHS woodshop I get to do just that. I've learned a lot of skills in this class, such as reading a tape measure, working with power tools, and most importantly, woodshop safety. I use those new skills at my job, Pioneer Truss Company. I plan on working there for the rest of my life, or doing some carpentry somewhere, where I'll be using my woodworking skills daily. Show me learning that works.
All right, we are back in action here. Looks like number 23, Gracie Brown, subs in for the injured Cheyenne Nixon. Hope that the injury is not too severe. She was able to walk off on her own power, so that's good. Sari Happy is battling here with these Dutch girls, and Kempker is going to have a shot on goal here if number 17 for the Dutch girls can't get a foot on it. And Riley Gruby's able to get that one gobbled up as it was a shot on goal. We had a lot of contact coming down the field. Looked like no call, I guess. Dutch girls, I've got to add a couple minutes here for that stoppage and play. It looks like we're at 4:05 right now. So that's how much time is left on the clock. Sorry, I didn't have the clock stop there. Number 18, that's Claire. She was streaking down, but number 4, senior Katie Lloyd makes a good play to knock that one out. Both the seniors, Lily Reed and Katie Lloyd have played, crucial roles in this game on opposite ends of the field. Holly Adams is chasing this one down. Lily Reed comes up with it. Lily Reed's at midfield. We've got a 3-on-4 here as the numbers start to swing in the Dutch girls' favor. She works around her defender. What do we got here, Lily? What do you got? She works around one more defender. Can she get a kick on goal? She scored from a really hard angle earlier. She tried, but it's going to be blocked on a good play by the Eagles there to make that thing go out of bounds. Lily Reed is inbounding here. With 3 minutes to go, the Dutch girls are on the right side of the field. Feel a lot better about being down here than on the other end of the other side. Ball's going to go out of bounds again. It looks like it's going to be Adams inbounding this time to Reed. Reed's got a couple people around her. She gets a high kick. Ooh. Maybe she was looking for that, top corner shelf. A little too much on that one. A little too much on that one as it missed by a wide margin. But she was trying to put it on goal. Would have been a crazy spot for that one to hit had it hit. All right, we're going to have a goalie kick here. You see it swiped up to number 2. Oh boy. Looks like Lily is going to come up lame after that collision. The more you watch, the more you realize soccer is a very physical sport. You're going to run into people. That's part of it. Lily Reed gets herself back together here. Hands on her hip, trying to walk that one off. There is 2 minutes left in this one. Tony Kachira has it right now. She tries to weave. Avery Goodman finds a hole to kick through here. Addie Shear tries to step up, but ball is past Addie. Katie Lloyd is running with her, with Kimker. Katie Lloyd cuts Kimker off and is able to kick it out of bounds. Good hustle there and good sportsmanship from Kimker as she helps up senior Katie Lloyd. It's been a great game all around. Oh, this is trouble. This is big trouble. Oh, and it goes right through the wickets on Riley Gruby, and that's going to be the game as the Eagles are going to come away with a victory on a hard-fought game from both ends. We'll go ahead and see that last one. You see the girls, they're just falling to the turf exhausted after that one. That's a tough loss for these Owensville girls, but a very exciting game nonetheless. Tip your hats to a great game. Dutch girls are going to fall in this one by a score of 4-3 in double overtime. You hear the crowd come alive here. The visiting Eugene Eagles, pleased with the performance. And as an Owensville fan, tip your cap to a game well played. Both teams had opportunities down the stretch. We'll see them shake it up here. And then that is going to be the end of this one, ladies and gentlemen. See the handshake line go through. Good luck to Eugene the rest of the way out as they're able to secure their 8th victory on the season here. And the Dutchmen will continue searching for number 3. And by Dutchmen, I mean Dutch girls. We'll get one last look at that final goal there, scored by, I believe, Sari Happy. We'll check here. Ball is inbounded. It's kind of caught. It was big bounce over. It was a big bounce over Annalise Dreyer. And then the left-footed kick there right between the legs of goalie Riley Gruby, who came up with some really big goal saves down the stretch here. I just want to make sure that was Sari Happy. Yeah, that's the big bounce. Finds number 6. She stops it with her chest and is able to kick it right between the legs. So, I think it was 4 goals for Happy. And you see great sportsmanship there by the Eagles as they go down to give well wishes to the injured Cheyenne Nixon as we end this thing off. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in for the broadcast. First soccer game in Dutch Girl history broadcasted by OHS TV Studio, and it was a heck of a game. Eagles come out on